Welcome to Renee in Tune. This is Zin Uru Renee, and this is going to be your fire sign update for the upcoming week. I'm going to go ahead and do my regular spread that I usually normally do, which is the spread that I created because it just flows better when I do that. I tried something with the last videos and I did you guys reading separates. When I do them in separate videos, I'll do them separate, but this is going to be for the collective fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you'll come up throughout the reading as the energy is fit. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm shuffling as we go, and we're going to get some messages and some insight into the energy for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for the upcoming week. For you, when you find it, take what resonates, leave what does not. And also, there's something else I wanted to say, but I don't know what it is. It left me. Must not have been important. Alright. This can also be accurate for your sun, moon, or rising sign. That's what I was going to say. Alrighty, fire signs, let's talk about it. There's some disconnect happening. We're trying to bring together. I can already feel that in the shuffle. Let's get 2 more shuffles and we'll pull cards. Alright, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Energy for the upcoming week. Let's talk about it. And we'll pull some oracle cards at the end of the reading. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Yes. 4 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Moon. Okay, there we go. That's the disconnect. 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. So fire signs, things have felt stagnant. Things have felt slow moving. They felt slow building. They felt stuck for a while. For some of you, the last 7 weeks, or even the last 7 months for some of you, or the last week have been a trudge, uphill. You've been, pushing and pressing forward. And while so many rewarding things have come out of this journey, and you have learned so much about yourself, and you have learned so much about those around you, and you have attracted so many enlightening things to yourself, you still felt like the things that your main goals, the things that you were prioritizing, just were stuck, were stagnant, were just not moving. And you planted all these seeds at some point in the previous, for some of you, that 7 months, that 7 weeks, that 7 days, and you've just been kind of like not seeing anything happen, or at least not happen how you wanted it to, or how you planned it to. But what actually happened during that period of time was you may have found yourself overwhelmed by certain things. For some of you, you were overwhelmed by a relationship. You were overwhelmed by multiple relationships. For some of you, you were overwhelmed by your finances and your financial obligations and responsibilities. For some of you, you have been experiencing things that are not necessarily in the norm. Okay, and so that was overwhelming for you. Maybe, experiencing a connection to the more spiritual and unseen world. And so that was overwhelming for you. But what this period of time has done is it's become a period of preparation, a period of you learning yourself, a period of growth. And what that did for you is it taught you how to take power back over your emotions and not to be so overwhelmed, and also learn what your emotions mean, learn what they're there for, learn what they're doing for you, learn what they communicate to you, and learn how to utilize them. And so through this process, you have become more grounded, you have become more intuitive, you have become, you've opened up to utilizing your psychic and telepathic abilities. You have become more emotionally intelligent, more emotionally aware. You have also become, more empathic to others, but more aware of your empathy around others and the ways that you can feel those around you. And through that journey, many of you have come to the realization that you are a healer. You have huge healing energy. You are able to feel the energy around you, and you're able to exchange energy with others, and you're able to do it more deliberately. And some of you have also just come into the realization of things that were tugging and pulling at your energy and why you were so overwhelmed. This could be some of you having dealt with or having been dealing with a relationship with a maternal figure in your life, or things that you learned from a maternal figure growing up in your life, or even the absence of, and you having to learn how to cultivate a maternal energy within yourself with your inner child. Some of you have also it's like, while things weren't going how you wanted them to, you never stopped, pressing forward. And so instead of pushing things or forcing things or rushing things, you learned, okay, things are not going the way I wanted to, so I have to just ebb and flow through it and around it. And so you started to shift to the mind of okay, let me try this, let me try that. There may be some solutions here, there may be some solutions there. And so you went from being highly overwhelmed to now being like, I'm cool no matter what happens, because I've already made it through this, and I've made it through that, and I made it through this. So now I'm good. Like, I know that things are not always gonna pan out how I want them to. I know that things might be bumpy at times, but I'm also I'm learning how to be solution oriented, and how to bounce back. You know what I mean? And in that process, cultivating that energy within yourself, that energy is now flowing onto other people. Other people are seeing this, they're learning from it, they're healing from it, they feel this energy coming from you, and this is very moving for them, whether you realize it or not. The Four of Pentacles is here, so you had to also learn how to create boundaries. You had to learn how to preserve your energy. You were very giving of your energy to many, and much of this, the experiences that you had, came from you giving your power away, giving your energy to others, being that giving person, and depleting yourself because of it. But this has now taught you how to, because you're so passionate and you're so fiery, and you are not giving up on you're not giving up on your passions. You're not giving up on the things that you know that you want, things that you want to create in your life. Because of that, you're now learning and knowing that you have to work with the things that are happening in your life that are coming up for you emotionally. You're learning how to transmute that, that energy, how to transmute those emotions, how to create something out of it. And so it's less of that overwhelm and more of that, okay, what am I learning from this, and what can I do with it type of energy. And so you've been learning, this week is all about self-preservation. This week is all about self-preservation. It's all about understanding your emotions and transmuting them into the energy that you desire them to be. This is about planting, you've already planted a lot of seeds, but this is about now nurturing them, nurturing the seeds that you planted. This week is all about nurturing the seeds that you planted, preserving your energy, creating boundaries and sticking by them. And when I say boundaries, a lot of times that's for you. It's part boundaries, with other people, but sometimes we got to set boundaries with ourselves, because it's things that we cross our own boundaries over, that sometimes we don't take that accountability. So this week is about understanding that, creating those boundaries and honoring them with yourself, and also getting grounded. So definitely a week to get by water, speak to your water, take healing baths, take spiritual showers, play in water. Definitely a week to get out in nature, to get by the trees, to get in the grass, to get in the dirt, to plant something, to nurture your plants, create a relationship with your plants, cultivate a conversation with them. And this is synonymous with the relationship you're building with yourself, right? And also you learning how to transmute your emotions, how to refocus them. The Empress card is here, and so what you're doing is you're building the Empress energy within yourself. You are becoming that person that can touch things and grow, can nurture others. However, you are able to do that because you cultivated that nurturing energy within yourself, because you have nurtured your projects, your babies, your body, you know? So that's what this week is about. It's about focusing on that self-nurturing. The moon card is what's in the blockage. And so your own hidden, like that, this is like that 12th house energy, that Pisces energy. Your own hidden undoings is what sabotage you. It's your own mindset, your own belief systems. And this week is about being able to go down there, go in there to the dark, into the depths, into where you're, where those things are coming from for you, rather than looking outside. What's really holding you back? What's really keeping you stuck? What's really keeping you stagnant? You know what I mean? Is it something outside of you, or is it something? Is it a part of your belief system? Is it a self-doubt? Is it a fear? Is it a lie you're telling yourself? You know what I mean? Is it a self-deception? Is it a self-destruction? You know? And in that process, you start to learn things about yourself you didn't know was there. Because in your depths, in your subconscious, yes, that's your self-undoing, but it's because there's energy there that is not being utilized in any other way. And so when you get to know it, it no longer is your self-undoing. It no longer is your self-destruction, and it becomes your spiritual power. It becomes your hidden gift, right? Big water energy. Big water energy. Let's keep going. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. You have been, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I like it. The Hanged Man. Nine of Wands. So you have been building, many of you have been building, you've been building financial freedom is what you've been trying to do. Is what you've been, let's not say trying, that's what you've been doing. Energetically, you've been building independence, financial freedom, even freedom from relationships, freedom from binds and holds, things that make you feel trapped, freedom from your own mindset. You have been cultivating independence within yourself, self-sufficiency, freedom. And in that process, you're becoming a person that is, yes, giving, yes, loving, yes, nurturing, yes, a provider. However, this is someone who very much waters themselves, very much grounded, very much has stability, very much discipline. But this person also has had to learn how to not be so hard on themselves. You know what I mean? You've been hard on yourself in this process. You've pushed yourself, you've pressured yourself, you've been hard on yourself. You've faulted yourself when things don't go, your way. But now you're learning, okay, I gotta water myself, just like my plants, The Hanged Man is here. This is what's on your mind this week. It's the energy of letting go, learning how to let go. How can I just let go and see what comes of it? Let go and trust that I've already created this thing energetically, and that the universe is going to provide, because my vibration is attracting it. So this week you're learning how to let go. You're learning how to let go of the past. You're learning how to let go of challenging relationships. You're learning how to let go of emotional hiccups. This week you're learning how to nurture yourself rather than pressure yourself. You're learning where your own self-destruction comes in, where your own deceiving belief systems take place in your world. And this is not about hanging in distress or hanging in suspense. This is about you knowing that, okay, everything's okay right now, because I'm creating this energy, and I trust that I am attracting that same matched energy. The Nine of Wands is here. You will be protective of your energy in the week to come. You've been through so much. You're keeping your eyes open. You learned a lot a lot with the things that you've been through. You've learned a lot with the people that have been around you. You've learned to kind of pay attention. You know what I mean? To keep your eyes open, watch, and check the energy. And so you are. This doesn't feel like defensiveness. It feels like it was defensiveness at a time when you were feeling overwhelmed with those emotions. But now you've learned how to kind of come down from that defensiveness, and your walls being up, or at least that's what you are learning, and that's where the focus comes in this week is, letting the walls come down, letting the defense come down, but also building protective strength within you and spiritual strength within you that does keep you protected, because you've nurtured that rather than you're just guarded. Does that make sense? So that's a lot of what this week is about as well for you all fire signs. A lot of Scorpio energy here. We're dealing with there's a lot of Pisces energy here. We're dealing with a lot of tons of it. There's also a lot of like Virgo energy here, even some Taurus, Libra. Like, you're seeking balance, you're seeking grounding, you're seeking, internal commitment. And you're also learning how to build a relationship of trust with yourself, but also of nurturing with yourself, because you've been hard on yourself. This requires you going within. You're going through an energy of transformation, so you may feel like there's a lot of things ending for you. You're letting go of a lot of things. I think you did this already physically in so many ways, but now you're letting go of internal emotional things that were linking you and holding you and binding you to those events and places in your life, and looping cycles. Now you're like letting things go. You're recognizing things that may have been holding you back in your own mindset, in your own belief system, and you're now letting things go. This week is all about letting things go. The Death card is here. There's a lot of endings taking place, a lot of transformation. When you let these things go, you create space for new things to begin and renewal to happen. And this is emotional, so this is not necessarily physical things you're letting go. I feel like you already done that. I feel like now this is emotional things you're letting go. You're letting go of. And with that, you're starting to recognize your emotions and also be able to express them more and be comfortable with your vulnerability. Seven of Swords is here. So, the King of Cups is you learning how to become emotionally intelligent and how to be able to work with your emotions and express them. But the Seven of Swords here is talking about trusting yourself. Trusting yourself, because you are your own worst enemy. You can be the one that doubts yourself. You're the one that knows what you want, but you're fearful of it. You're fearful of your own power at times. And this is talking about, releasing that mistrust within yourself. Sometimes you go back to old decisions that you made in the past, and instead of looking at them as learning lessons and preparation for you and building you into someone who's capable and ready, you look at them as, oh man, I don't trust myself to make that decision because I don't want to make that mistake again. And so it's you kind of altering and transmuting this perception that you were coming from. This week, take the time to meditate. The Hermit card is here. Meditate, go into self-introspection and observe yourself. Spend time with yourself, become familiar with yourself, learn yourself, and observe yourself. So that you can get a clearer picture and find Two of Cups, balance within your masculine and feminine energies. Harmony with all the parts of yourself, acceptance, love, growth. I like it. And even some of you could be definitely coming into a connection that maybe you had to pull back from. Yeah, some of you guys are deeply connected to someone on a very emotional, very energetic level. It could be someone that you had to part ways with for some time, and there could potentially be some communication coming this week for some of you. It's like you had to let it all go in order for it to come together. Does that make sense? It had to fall apart to fall into place. And so I see for some of you, there was maybe some mistrust issues, some hidden, communication that was just lacking. It wasn't there. And then you kind of cultivated a story in your head, or this person cultivated a story in their head. And I think that things may be coming into some type of clarity this week, where there's more of an understanding as to why all of that happened. Let's get a dragon card. Fire signs. Let's get a dragon card. This is like a focus for the week. That's like 10 focuses for the week, but we're gonna take the top one. This says truth. Truth. Okay, keep it real with yourself, fire signs. Keep it real with yourself. Let's look at all of them. Balance. Okay, because through your truth you can find balance, and this is emergence. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. Emergence. It talks about coming, being emerged, under the water and then coming up out of it. It's like, ooh, and then leadership. Yeah, you guys are born leaders, and there are things that you had to dive into within yourself in order to find your leadership quality. It's like I talk a lot to about how there's so much beyond the water. like in the on the other side of the water, in the water, that we are unaware of, you know. And when you go down into the depths of your own waters, you find a whole another world of things that you didn't even know was there. And when you emerge, you become everything that it is, you know, everything that you are. So stay, you know, remain in your truth. Keep it real with yourself this week. Find balance through nurturing yourself in all these ways that we talked about, and you will find yourself emerging a leader. A leader, okay, because that is who you are. Fire signs. This has been a beautiful update. You know what? Let's keep going. Hold on. Let's get a couple of the beautiful Jazz C divinely inspired messages. Bad Al, journal, doodle, automatic writing. Okay, some of you should be journaling daily. This will help you to get your look. You are tapped into the collective crown chakra, universal consciousness. Some of you guys are so tapped in, and you can fear your own power at times, you know, and sometimes you don't even understand what's going on inside of you. So journaling can help you to really get that, you know, get that communication with your spirit going, and you know, get your juices flowing, get your creativity flowing. Some of you guys should be getting back into drawing. Writing will just help you so much. Writing will help you to manifest. Writing will help you to speak things into existence. It will help you to organize your mind. It will help you to get your express your emotions, get your emotions out and flowing. Use a lifeline, phone a friend, ask the audience, seek assistance. Don't be afraid to mingle with those who support you. You don't have to do it all on your own. That's a big thing that you're learning too. But use your discernment. Take what resonates. Use your discernment, because you know, it's like, don't let the past dictate your decisions on the future or the present, because there are things that are there for you that you may not utilize because of past experiences. So you want to use discernment on the current energy and what you're feeling now. We love you, ancestors, spirit guides. Your spirit guides love you. Your ancestors love you. Communicate with them. Drop them some offerings. You know, speak to them. Listen for their energy, listen for their guidance, pay attention to the signs around you, because they're always there. They're always loving you, supporting you, communicating with you. Allow yourself to receive that supportive energy, because you have a tendency to be on your own in things, and you don't always have to be. You have that energetic support, and that energetic support will flow into your physical support. So allow yourself to receive that support, because it's not because you need it, it's because you deserve it. Because not only are you an independent being, but you are an interdependent being, and you deserve that interconnectedness alongside your own interpersonal connection. I hope that was resonating for you, fire signs. I hope you have a lovely, absolutely amazing, and wonderfully abundant week. Check out the description box below for my links. You can visit my website for a personal reading or a natal chart reading if you are interested in that. If you're into poetry, you can check out my 2 poetry compilations on Amazon right now. And also the link for my very first introductory episode of my new podcast, Silver Star Podcast, will be down below too. So check that out and look out for future episodes, because we'll be talking about so many things I really love to talk about that I don't necessarily get to get into in these readings. So that'll be fun. Lots of excitement. That's me putting myself out there. You know, y'all know I'm a fire sign, so this reading's for me too. But you know, you can check out all those links down below, and be sure to like the video, comment, you know, interact with me, talk to me, let me know suggestions for pick a cards or suggestions for episode topics for the podcast, like anything you want to talk about, talk to me, because you are it. You are what I'm here for, what I'm doing this for. Well, me first, but then you, okay? So definitely do that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already, and the little, you know, bell or whatever, so you can be updated when I upload new videos. And I love you all so much.